Hello? I'm so sorry.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on now.
Awesome. All right.
Tell people.
We're back. Hello, everybody. It's Caroline and Kevin again with another hot, toasty live stream right out of the oven. Actually, I guess we're in the oven because it's a live stream. It'd be like a, yeah, okay, this metaphor was a bad idea.
No, it wasn't great.
It was not my best moment. All right. Well, we have some cool stuff to show you today. As you can see, it is nighttime in the student district. So the first thing that I want to show you is we have a new and improved flashlight. If you hit F on your keyboard, ta-da! Now you just sort of emit an aura of light.
That does look nicer. Like before, it was one cone that was just sort of projecting forward. If you've never seen it before, and now it's just sort of like you said, it's an aura emitting light, and it's much softer and nicer to look at.
It looked a little bit creepy before, but now it's just you know, it's a little something. So
you might mainly use this in the biodomes as well, where it might get a little bit darker.
It's useful, especially in the rainforest, which I think is one of the darker biodomes, even in the daytime, because you bring the shadows with you wherever you go. So so yeah, if you're looking for your flashlight, hit F, and it is new and improved. And another thing that I want to show you real quick is we're going to travel to this transit center, and what's this? Academy? What? Let's travel to the Academy. That's
it's probably
right.
For the Academy. I really hope this takes us to the Academy.
Oh my gosh, we're inside of the Academy. Who could have called that?
I think that's really good.
Yes, so finally we have the transit center can take you to the Academy, and I believe any transit center will now take you to the Academy if you so desire. Student District will take you to the old transit center, and Academy will take you up here, so you don't have to walk up that long pathway
Those lovely
anymore.
Stairs.
Yes, so that's a little life hack for you. It's not really.
I mean, it's just in the game. It's not really a hack.
It's not a.
We give you the ability to do that.
We do that. So yeah, I don't need to be up here right now. So.
Oh no! So. Now that is a hack. That is an actual life hack.
Yes, if you type Unstuck will still take you to this main transit center in the student district, and anywhere else. This is my Geppetto Preenie. I think we met him last time, or her.
Yeah, we did.
She jumps really high sometimes. That's just her way. So if you see her jump, that's because it brings her joy. So it brings me joy as well. But yeah, let's start questing.
Oh, and these signs weren't there last time.
Oh yes,
either.
that's true. We have some new signs here.
I think they look
some.
nice.
Yeah, I think so too. There's one for the commons. If we go around to the apartments, I guess I won't walk all the way over there because it's like a ways away, but there's one by the apartments as well that looks just like that. And then up at the academy, there's another sign like right around there, which I should have pointed out when I was up at the academy, but you know, I didn't do that, and now the moment has passed. So there
There's
we
no
are.
going back.
There's no going back, but we could go back if we use the transit center.
No, it's too late.
Nah, it is too late. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to... no, I don't want to do that. I want to go to Rowan. Rowan is going to have the quest that we're going to do, and it is a heredity quest. I think last time I showed you some of the mechanics that were still... no, I didn't. I showed Lady Troggerly last time. Well, this is a new quest for heredity,
Awesome.
and you can pick that up with Rowan right here. And it is called Amarantha and the Seedlings. I have all of the potential quests turned on right now. When we release, there will be a progression. Oh, hey, I remember you. You were here for Clovis and Amarantha's birthday. That's me.
Yeah, you do voice this character.
I
as
do
well.
voice this character. At least one person really doesn't like this character. I wonder if that person is watching this live stream right now. But I'm gonna do the voice because that's what I'm here for.
You gave a quest to Rowan.
I gave a lot of quests to Rowan.
Out of spite.
Well, she just made a lot of sense. She knows a lot about plants, so she's a knowledgeable character who can help us learn about heredity. So here we go with this quest. Amarantha has some big news again. Her newest seedlings have sprouted. Congratulations, Amarantha. I planted them a few weeks ago, but they were too shy to sprout until today. I was just about to make a Punnett square to see what shape their leaves might be when they're grown. Pidgeas with round leaves are so kind-spirited, but pointy-leaved Pidgeas are more humorous. What's a Punnett square? A Punnett square... A Punnett square lets you visualize how genes are inherited from one generation to the next.
I do want to say this is new, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Like the inclusion of images within dialogue scenes.
We got that now. We can
Okay.
put an image right up into the dialogue.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Some of
That's
our old quests are going to have pictures in the dialogue like this. We're going to sporadically be updating that, like Pollinate and Prosper will now show what a Tempita looks like when you do that quest, and other quests that would have relevant information that would be helped with a visual. We're going to be rolling those out like piecemeal, I guess, but yeah, we thought it would be useful for you to see what a Punnett square looks like while we're talking about Punnett squares. So a Punnett square lets you visualize how genes are inherited from one generation to the next. It shows how two parents' genes may interact when their children inherit them. A single gene contains two alleles. An allele is a version of a gene. For instance, a Panganog's fur color gene has two alleles, brown or yellow. And we remember that from Panganog Paternity, which we did a couple of weeks ago. Since there are always two parents, there are always two alleles inherited for each gene. That means that there are a total of 4 alleles that the child could inherit, but they can only inherit 2. How do you know which 2 will be inherited? That's where Punnett squares come in. A Punnett square lays out alleles in a 2x2 grid. Each square in the grid shows a different allele combination. Filling out the Punnett square will show all of the possible allele combinations that a child might inherit. Each parent has 2 of their own alleles, and the child has to inherit 1 allele from one parent and 1 allele from the other. They can't inherit 2 from one parent and 0 from the other. So this is a Punnett square. This is what it looks like when it is filled out. Across the top, we have a letter for each allele. There's 2 for each parent. And we'll get into what the capital letter and the lowercase letter means a little bit later. But basically, you can... oh, this is filled out wrong. This should have a capital T here. My bad. I'll fix that. I'm sorry, everyone. I failed you. But
wait,
yeah.
and the bottom right one should have 2 lowercase
That's
t's,
true.
right?
That's true. Double fail. I'm sorry, everybody. I will fix that by the time this quest releases. But yes, if it was filled out properly, this would be 2 uppercase T's and this would be 2 lowercase T's because it's pulling from either side here, just like any graph would. All right. Can we try it out on the seedlings? We can totally try this out on Amarantha's seedlings. You'll need genetic information for both of the seedlings' parents, Amarantha and Thorvald. Just use your DNA scanner on them. Okay, let's do it. Alright, so we need to find Amarantha and Thorvald. Now, I know where these trees are because I remember the names of all of the trees that I name in this game. But if you are like everyone else in the world, you can head into your map, and a little yellow dot means that's where a parent is. So look for small yellow dots if you're looking for parents, and your map will help you. It's a little easier to see in the mini-map. See, if you zoom in here, this the point of my arrow will show me where I'm facing, and if I face this dot, and there's Amarantha right there.
Wait, so I'm confused. So when you say parent, this could be any objective in the game, and then parent is just specific to this quest, right?
Yes. If you're doing a heredity quest, I think most of them have you. Well, most of the ones that have you filling out a Punnett square will have you find the parents in the world and then extract their DNA. You'll have to actually find those parents, so we do mark them on your map for you. So, you know, Rowan's gonna ask you to find a bunch of trees, and you don't have to, you know, have to extract every single tree in the student district. We show you exactly where to go. So here's Amarantha, and I'm gonna press 4. Yep, you got it. That's Amarantha. And then I'm gonna go around to Thorvald. And you may remember Thorvald. He's actually a recurring character in Tyto Online.
I don't remember Thorvald.
You're gonna remember Thorvald. This is Thorvald!
Oh, that's Thorvald.
Yeah, remember
my favorite
Thorvald?
character.
Yep.
Thorvald.
He was not named until now, but if you remember, this is the tree that John had you study. This is the tree that John's grandfather planted. And apparently his name was Thorvald this whole time. Who knew?
Where are the names for these trees?
They are...
Other than mentioned by Rowan.
They are mentioned by Rowan. It's... I've been thinking of putting like a sign around all of the trees that will tell you which tree is which. For this part of the quest, though, it doesn't matter so much which tree is which. But
gotcha.
That is Thorvald, and Amarantha and Clovis are over there. Clovis is the little one, and Amarantha is the big one. So, important to be able to tell what these trees look like by their distinguishing characteristics. Alright, hello Rowan, and Amarantha and the seedlings. Alright. I can sense that you're a very perceptive person, so I have a fantastic idea. I'm going to jumble the results of this Punnett square. I bet that you can put each allele in its proper place within 30 seconds. Let me know when you're ready to try it. Wait. What's wrong? Why does this need to be timed? Technically, everything in life is timed. Well, then there's no time to lose. I'm ready. I'll show you with a Punnett square that's filled out incorrectly. You need to swap the alleles so that they're in the correct places. Let me know when you're ready to start. Okay, so I'm going, when you want to start a Punnett square, part of a quest, you hit this egg right here, and this will bring up the Punnett puzzle, and it says ready, set, and I'm almost ready. I'm ready. Go. All right, so what you do is it's kind of like memory.
I don't like the stress. Quick, so, you got 22 seconds.
You want to flip everything around like this. And there we go. I did it. Hooray for me.
Got 1 out of 3 stars.
18 seconds.
Now you have to do it again.
I don't have to do it again. If you run out of time, you do have to do it again.
How do you get 3 out of 3?
Well, you have to do it really quickly. We're going to fix that. By the time we release, technically you have 1 second to get it all right. Which is not enough time. I think that physically you would be incapable of doing that even if you knew where each one was supposed to go.
I don't know.
So
I'm really good at Punnett squares.
I don't know. Alright, so we've done our Punnett square. We'll talk to Rowan again. You did it! I knew that you were perceptive. You remind me of a sagebrush I know. I am like a sagebrush.
I don't take that as a compliment.
It's a compliment.
Oh, okay.
It's high praise, Kevin. Now that you've made a Punnett square, you can figure out the probability for different traits to express themselves in one of Amarantha's seedlings. To do this, you have to understand that some alleles are dominant and some are recessive. A dominant allele is represented by a capital letter, and a recessive one is represented by a lowercase letter. If the gene has 2 of the same letter, that gene is called homozygous. If the gene has 2 different letters, it's called heterozygous. Okay, I got it. If a dominant allele is present in a gene, that trait is the one that will show up. So if you've got a genjom plant with 2 dominant green alleles for its color gene, that genjom will be green. If the genjom has 1 dominant green allele and 1 recessive yellow allele, it will still be green. The only way that a recessive allele will show up is if the gene is homozygous. Does that make sense? Yep, I can figure out probability. Let me know when you're ready to figure out probability. Okay, will do. So for this part of these heredity quests, you also need to click over here. And this is not timed, so you have as much time as you want. This is a Punnett square that is filled out correctly. That is the one that you completed last time. Your key down there will tell you what allele is which, and like Amarantha, or like Rowan said, capital letters mean that it's a dominant trait, and lowercase letters mean that it's a recessive trait. So let's see, round leaves, which are represented by this capital R. Let's count these squares. This one's got 2 R's, so that's definitely round, so that's at least 1 in 4. This one's got a capital R, so this would also turn out round because 1 dominant allele and 1 recessive allele will end up being the dominant trait. This also is a capital R, so this is another pointy. So far we've got 3 out of 4 round leaves. And this one over here is 2 lowercase r's. So those are both recessive. That means that pointy leaves have a 1 in 4 chance of showing up because there's a 1 in 4 chance that both of these alleles that are inherited are going to be recessive. So we can fill this out. There's a 3 in 4 chance that we're going to have round leaves, and there's a 1 in 4 chance that we're going to have pointy leaves. So let's analyze this. We write, and now we will complete it.
Oh, geez.
So now let's talk to Rowan again, Amarantha and the seedlings. So Amarantha's seedlings have a 25% chance of having pointy leaves. That's so interesting. I guess we'll have to wait and see what kind of leaves they end up sprouting. The Punnett square won't tell you? Punnett squares only show you probability. They don't predict the future. Oh well, patience. Thanks for helping out today. Here, take this. What's that? Oh, Amarantha says thank you too. Congratulations on the seedlings. Alright, complete. So we have completed our first heredity quest here today, and now we know how to fill out a Punnett square, hopefully. If you don't know how to fill out a Punnett square after I did that quest, write something in the comments or let me know, and I can change the dialogue so that the directions are more clear. So now that we have done that, I am going to head over here to, hello, John. I love how they wave at you. That never gets old for me. I just love how, how they wave when they look at you when you're around. It's just so nice. Like, hi, I see you too. Whee! There goes Preeny. All right. So if you'll notice, Yosef has some new digs here, and I'm going to go into first-person mode because I like to look up at things, and it's hard to look up at things when you're in third-person mode. So here we go, first person. This is where Yosef is going to stand now forever because he is an NPC and that is his lot in life.
Does he still have the old quest?
He does. He still has all of the quests that he used to have. They've just been moved. So when you do the Gutted Garden, all of the chogwigs that you find are going to be around here instead of back up at Whippersnippers where they used to be. Apparently Whippersnippers had a problem with him loitering outside their business. So. Understandable, I guess. So yeah, he's got this lovely little garden now, and it's got timpitas. His timpitas are coming in very nicely, a nice little sanguine tree, and some tuffets, and looks like he hasn't quite gotten around to cleaning up after that chogwig disaster that happened, so there's still some timpitas lying around.
Very slow Panganog.
This Panganog's just, he's got nowhere to be. He's just having a lazy Sunday. It's always lazy Sunday in Espeth. And if we go over here, Yosef also has like a little plant nursery type thing, and the plants look like they're dancing, but they're supposed to be
like that.
They're supposed to be like waving in the wind. They're not supposed to be dancing, but you get it, right? It's like a waving in the wind type of an effect.
These are Yosef's special plants.
They're his most special of plants, and there's even a little teapot that he used to plant
say they can't dance. I mean, it's an alien.
It's true.
Alien plant.
It's true. He's also got a hammer for some reason.
And a nondescript book.
Yup, a nondescript book, which you can buy this book in the game, and it is called Ovonian Flora and Fauna, I believe. So it is relevant, but it doesn't really have a cover. And then he's got like a little microscope. So he's set up pretty nicely here. And here's his garden hose, except I'm going to tell you a secret. It's not a garden hose. It's a jump rope. But I thought no one would ever look at it that closely, so I just put it there.
They weren't gonna until now.
Well, it's supposed to be a garden hose, so use your imagination. Alright, so let's talk to Yosef and let's do his new quest. And it is called Pink on Yellow. Now, I also do the voice of Yosef, but I will not be able to speak after this live stream if I do his voice now, so I'm just going to do like a half-hearted version of his voice.
There you go.
Or I will,
that's a good idea.
Or I will die. Alright. How could they get such a simple thing wrong?
I wouldn't even call that half-hearted.
It's, you know what? You know what?
I just say, just speak normally.
How could they get such a simple
there you
thing
go.
wrong? What's the matter? I ordered a new Tempita flower from Plants Are We 2 weeks ago. I specifically requested a pink Tempita, but they've sent me a yellow one instead. So, pink and yellow go together. I want an all-pink flower bed. If I plant this yellow flower, what if it spreads yellow seeds everywhere? It'll ruin my color scheme. And all this on the heels of that Chogwig fiasco, too. Can't a guy just tend to his garden in peace? Relax, Yosef. Let's look at this scientifically. If I plant this flower, it'll cross-pollinate with my pink flowers and ruin my flower bed. I'll have to send the flower back. It'll probably die on the way. What a shame. We should make a Punnett square. How convenient that we just learned how to do that. A what? I don't have time for arts and crafts. I have to deal with this Tempita disaster. A Punnett square will help you. Well, I do hate to turn my back on a flower in need. If you can guarantee that the next generation of my Tempitas won't turn out all yellow, I'll let this oddball stay in my garden. Easy, just wait. Alright, so he's gesturing at his garden here, and Yosef's flowers are over here, which we could see on our map. They're very close together, but he keeps his flowers
Sparkling
over here.
blue.
So you can see here is a nice yellow Tempita. We made a new texture for the yellow Tempita, and the pink Tempita is over here. So I'm going to use my DNA extractor on this Tempita. That's the one. And then on the other Tempita, that's the two, I guess. Do not be alarmed that they disappear.
You just stole them.
Just don't think about it.
Had enough, Yosef.
All right, Yosef. So now we need to create a Punnett square to determine whether cross-pollinated seedlings will be pink or yellow.
This is my favorite part.
It's the best part, you guys. All right, are you ready? Are you ready for Punnett squares? I'm ready. Let's go.
Oh,
okay.
oh,
what?
God.
Blanks now. That is true. Sometimes there will be blanks in your Punnett squares as you go on.
How in the world would I solve this in time? I don't even know what these are. You only got 1 star. You have to do it over now.
So, yeah.
Wait, so is there an option? So, okay, say I'm a player that wants to 3-star everything, because I am. Would I be able to read? Oh, so wait. Would I be able to redo that?
Yes.
If I wanted to get 3 stars every time?
You can reset the puzzle if you would like to reset it.
Okay.
There's the reset button right here, so if it's just not going your way, you can reset if you need to.
If 1 second passes and you miss it.
Yes.
Dang it.
All right. Let's try this again now. Oh, there we go.
Analyze.
All right. T. Did this wrong. Never mind. I think this is a bug
1 star.
here.
What a shame.
All right, I need to fill this out a little bit differently, and I will tell the programmers about this little bug here, and we'll get that fixed by Monday. Okay, here we go. So this needs to be
blame the programmers.
a lowercase t, right? Yes. And then this needs to be over here. And this is not completable now, so that's cool. Okay. All right, here's what we're going to do. Now, this time I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do it right, you guys. Lowercase t. And let's say lowercase t.
Sound? It is making a sound.
There we go. I did it. Okay. There.
Nice.
There.
Oh, and then you got to do this?
Yes.
I can't take it, man.
But this isn't timed, though, so
yeah,
it's okay.
but like after coming off of that one, it's like I just want to relax, Yosef.
Well, you can't, because Yosef is always up at 11. So, all right. So here we go. We're going to look at this Punnett square here. We remember that a capital letter means that it's going to be a dominant trait, and a lowercase letter means that it's going to be a recessive trait. And if there is one dominant trait in the entire gene, that means that it's going to manifest as a dominant trait. We would need to have 2 recessive traits for the Tempitas to turn out yellow. So let's look and see if there are any, if there's any chance that the Tempitas will inherit a double recessive trait here. And we're looking, and looks like that's not going to happen. So there's a 4 in 4 chance that all of his Tempitas will be pink because he has some homozygous dominant pink Tempitas, and they will always have that dominant pink gene. So analyze, got him.
Wait, so I don't mean to play armchair designer there, but since there was just one pink one, and no yellow one, would they just assume that yellow isn't even an option? Or is there going to be like a 0 in 4 chance for one of those options in the future.
Eventually, we are working on a fix so that you do have to say that there is a 0 in 4 chance of yellow, since the question is whether or not it's going to turn out yellow.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so we have done that, and now we need to tell Yosef what color his new seedlings will be based on the Punnett square that we just made. So here's the detective part of our quest, and we know the next generation of seedlings will turn out pink.
Oh man.
And let's see if we can convince him here. Oops. And let's look at all of our arguments here. All right. Pink color is a dominant trait, and yellow color is a recessive trait. Create that card. Drop it over here. And it's yellow, which means that it could be a little bit better. I think that I'm missing something here.
Therefore, yellow.
And is that what it's supposed to be? There we go.
Oh,
all right, that's what it wants. It wanted to know what all I knew about the Tempitas, so I just put all of the facts that I know on one card. And I think that this is the other card here. Recessive traits will not appear unless both alleles are recessive. That's fantastic news, and it looks like Yosef is convinced. Fantastic! Looks like my flower bed will stay pink after all. Thanks for your help. Thank Rowan, not me. You can thank me too, I guess. I think I'll do some landscaping. Maybe I'll use this yellow Tempita as a centerpiece. I've got a lot of space to work with after those chogwigs wiped me out last time. Sounds like a plan. I'd better get started. See you around. Bye, Yosef. Alright, so looks like Yosef's garden will remain pink, and it's pretty pink right here. It will always be pink, but you might have to use your imagination about certain things with these quests happening. Alright, so we're going to do the next part of this quest. You! I've been wondering if you dare to show your face here again. It's about time.
We just talked, Yosef.
We assume that some time has passed, but since this is a live stream, I made it so that all of the quests are
just switched
up against each other right now. What's wrong? Some of my newest Tempitas are yellow. That's what's wrong. You and your Punnett squares convinced me that I'd only get pink Tempitas if I crossbred the yellow one. So why am I getting yellow flowers in my gardens now? Hang on, there's an explanation for everything.
I gotta solve all your problems, Yosef, huh?
It's a video game.
Can't think for yourself.
The explanation is that your Punnett squares are a sham. You said that cross-pollinating my pink Tempitas with my yellow one wouldn't create pink flowers. That part was true. But when I cross-pollinated those flowers with each other, the yellow came back like a thief in the night.
Wow,
that doesn't
really
make
good.
any sense at all. How can two pink flowers create a yellow one anyway? My garden is ruined! Ruined! Again! Your garden is not ruined, Yosef.
Yeah, pick that one, pick that one.
Pick that one.
Chill, Yosef.
Chill out. Reasonable!
Okay, this is not going great.
I won't help you if you keep being rude.
He's going feral.
Okay, I'm calm. I would like you to find out why my Tempitas are yellow. Please.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you, Yosef.
Yes, that's better. And of course I will, because I am the main character in this video game for all I know. So
I'm the hero of my story.
Yes, all problems are mine to solve. So as you can see, we have two pink Tempitas. These are the result of the pink and the yellow Tempitas that we scanned last time. So I'm gonna get their DNA and get their DNA. I said get their DNA. There we go. And don't think about it. There we go. All right, those are the Tempitas that came from the original yellow and pink cross. Okay, so let's create another Punnett square to understand how two of Yosef's pink Tempitas could be producing yellow seedlings.
The egg is the bad one.
Do you want a turn?
I'll try. Well, yeah, I'll try it.
All right. Here we go.
Wait, do I have to type something for this one?
You might. You can tell me what to type.
Oh, I give up.
Okay.
I can't type.
All right.
Just all capital T's.
No. There we go. And I'm.
Yeah, it is making a sound.
There we go.
That might be a very loud sound.
What?
Does it make a sound after it hits green?
Yes.
Okay. I hear it from your headphones.
Sound. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
So that might be mixed very high.
Well, we might want to fix that, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know how it sounds on the stream. Maybe it sounds fine on the stream, and I don't know. But whatever. Go ahead.
All right. Okay, so here we have the probability analysis again. and we'll determine the probability that the cross-pollinated Tempitas will produce yellow offspring, and see if your data matches up with Yosef's. All right. We've got our Punnett square here, and pink is dominant, yellow is recessive. We got double dominant, that means pink. We've got one dominant, one recessive, that still means pink. One dominant, one recessive, pink, and two recessive, that means yellow. Oh my gosh. So now
I know the answer.
Oh yeah, what's the answer?
It's 3 and 4 and 1 and 4.
Oh my gosh, let's find out. Analyze.
Oh,
You're right.
I'm so smart.
You're right. All right, we'll complete. And now we'll talk to Yosef again, now that we've found out that the seedlings that resulted from the pink and yellow cross, they were recessive carriers for the yellow gene, and so when they cross-pollinated with each other, then there was a 1 in 4 chance of the yellow coming back and skipping a generation. ... Are you speechless? I'm trying to stay calm. What's wrong? It all makes sense now.
He's really bummed about the yellow Tempitas. I don't know.
He just feels so strongly.
I think it's a nice accent to the whole pink flower bed.
I think so too. I'm mad at myself. I can't believe I made such a stupid mistake. Now I'll have to replant my whole flower bed to make this new color scheme work. Now I understand. The recessive yellow gene wouldn't show up in my first generation of Tempita plants, but a quarter of my second generation Tempita plants ended up with 2 recessive alleles. I should have been more careful. Guess you're gonna have to work with the yellow. I guess it's not so bad, right? This gives me an idea. Maybe I can order Tempitas in other colors too. I could start a rainbow garden. Yeah, I've gotta be more positive about things.
Well, this took a surprising 180. Yeah, that's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
Good luck, Yosef.
Good job, Yosef. All right. So yeah. What time are we at? 3 minutes. Okay. All right. So those were the heredity quests that Yosef has right now, and we did the one with Amarantha as well. And there are a couple of other quests. Her name is Rowan, not Amarantha.
We talked to the tree.
Yes. We talked to the trees, and
Give me your quest tree.
We found out that Amarantha's new seedlings are going to be, they have a 1 in 4 chance of having pointy leaves and a 3 in 4 chance of having round leaves. So I guess that it's more likely that they'll have the gentle spirit than a humorous nature, I guess, if you believe the Pygia leafology that Rowan subscribes to.
I don't. Wait, so were those all the quests that we were going to go over, or is there a...
Yes, those are all the quests
okay.
that I want to go over this week. And yeah. One thing that I don't think I explained in Rowan's dialogue, which I'm going to be changing soon, is that when we say 1 out of 4, that's a fraction or a ratio, I guess. We can also represent that as a percentage. That was something I always had a lot of trouble with that when I was in school, but at one point you have to say that there's a 1 in 4 chance for Rowan's Pygia tree seedlings to have pointy leaves, and then she later says that means that there's a 25% chance, and that is the same thing. So I think I'll change it so that she says 1 in 4, but in case you were wondering what the percentage was doing in there, but we were not talking about the number 25 at all, that is because fractions and percentages can mean the same thing. So yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know. The more you know. And we're just going to pan up into this beautiful skybox, which I have never gotten tired of looking at. I just love this skybox, everybody. It's so good. Shout out to Kelly Yo, who is our texture artist.
Kelly Yo.
And she did an awesome, awesome job. And there's Halcyon and Bellegarde floating through the sky, and Espithi and Linda walking on the ground.
Wait, so are we calling it here, or is there more stuff that you want to show?
I think that's about it for this week.
Okay.
And yeah, did you have anything else that you wanted to show, Kevin?
No, because the Geppetto ain't running. No, wait, we talked about that before the stream, yeah. Don't look at it. Okay. Don't look at it.
Just stay in first person.
We'll look at it. Okay, well, we'll call it there.
Boing.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll be back, what, 2 weeks?
Yep, I think 2 weeks we'll be back again. And any comments or questions, send them our way. And yeah. Are we supposed to say subscribe? I feel like most
subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Go onto our social media.
Social media.
Join the movement.
I think most people have like an effect that slides into the screen.
Spread
like,
the we don't have money
here.
for that.
Yeah.
We don't have the money for that.
Subscribe somewhere down there. I don't know where it is. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye.